Reading this book till people get invested? Part 4. You dare walk back in here and tell me what to do! I felt the words leave my mouth in an instant. She continued to bear daggers into my soul, her eyes never leaving me as she armed herself with the fork, pointing it in my face. And the first order you give me is don't steal? She was about to say more when a prisoner pushed through the crowd. He was a man of demonic descent, seen clearly with his deep lilac-colored skin and the 2 horns that protruded from his head, framing his face. The moment I saw him, my migraine came back in full force. These migraines always came under 2 specific circumstances. The first was when I saw something or someone that felt almost familiar, but I could never figure out why. Of course, that would be impossible. I'd never seen this man before in my life, and even if I did, it was likely an unimportant encounter not worth remembering. The other reason was when I felt faint or weak. I always had a weak immune system, as my mother would say, and I would begin to feel almost sick whenever I felt emotional and manic, as though something was trying to push its way out of my body. That was probably it. I needed to calm down and remind myself to act as expected. I'm not a barbaric criminal. I am a lady. Hold it now. Greetings to you, Lady Zadra. Sensing a lot of hostility here. The devil man called out as he raised his hand in an attempt to show he meant no harm. Lady Zadra waved her fork in my face. This bitch had the fucking audacity to bark out orders like I'm her slave. Her voice echoed in the silent cafeteria. I thought that we agreed that we're equals! Equals! Lady. I'm a lady. I corrected her, and furthermore, I don't recall ever meeting you or discussing this matter. Since when do you want to be addressed by your title? How dare you order me around? The violet demon stepped in between the 2 of us. His arms were still raised. I'm sorry about her, Lady Zadra. She's a bit mentally unwell, and clearly has lost the capacity to grasp respect. In a swift moment, he grabbed my arm, dragging me away from the scene. I tried to take his hand and tear it away, but his grasp was strong, and his firm grip caused my wrists to throb and ache. I'm not mentally get moving, girlie! He almost growled the words out like some sort of feral animal speaking through his teeth. His grip tightened on me as he continued to drag me through the halls. Get your hands off of me! I'll have you know that my mother will hear of— My words were cut short by his hand on my mouth. Any sound I made became muffled by his palm. Shush up, girlie! I relented under his command. It seemed as though screaming for help was a pointless endeavor, and any noise would likely cause a bigger scene that was unlikely to be in my favor. Of course no one here was likely to help me. I'm in a prison. The entire establishment reeks of criminals who have no regard for the lives of other people.